So here it is, the new Olight Oclip Pro. As you can see, we have 3 lights in there. It is a clippable light. You may be familiar with the original Oclip, smaller, as you can see. Similarities, square. They both have white light and red light, except the new Pro now has a flood as well as a spot and your red light. So essentially a larger version of the original with a bit more battery capacity, power, and refinements. Similar things that I like about this as to why I like the original Oclip. Again, that clip, nice and strong. It has rubber bumpers in the back. This is all aluminum build, so there's no plastic involved. It's magnetic, so you can stick it to things to put light in other places. As well, it has a loophole in it for, either a lanyard or put it on your keychain. So I like the versatility of that, not to mention it's flat, so, flat flashlights are definitely useful in particular environments. And as you can see, with the old one, we had just a standard push button on the side. The new Pro actually has a switch. So it's a power on, power off, 3-way switch to cycle through the different modes. That's a nice touch. I will say the finest refinement that I like about this is with the older one, and very common on, well, a lot of products these days, never mind just flashlights. See how that's a rubber USB cover? This one is not. It's actually aluminum. It's metal and it's hinged. That is really nice, because we know when you put rubber flaps for USB ports on things, they wear out. I experienced that with my amateur radio handhelds that have ports. After a while, they just don't close properly. So I really like that. I think that's great. I don't know if they can incorporate that on other models in the future, but it will be interesting to see. All right, let's see this thing in the dark outside. So I did some walking about the flashlight test facility, the yard. Had some fun with it, and I'm just going to show you some footage. And we'll talk about the settings, but in no particular order with what you're watching. Anyways, the maximum output on this is 500 lumens, and that is in the floodlight. And then it has a 300, 100, a 10, and a 1 lumen moonlight. The spotlight, on the other hand, is 300 lumens maximum output, which it's a spot, so it throws a bit further. Actually, here's a clip of it, me cycling back and forth from flood to spot and back and forth, and you can see it does give you that extra distance that may be needed. And then a high of 240 lumens. So the floodlight has 5, the spotlight has 2. And then, of course, the red light. The red light puts out a high of 40 lumens, which it's actually really bright. I was navigating around from the shed to the stairs in the driveway, no problem. Lit up everything. And then if you were to use this as a beacon, it has a flashing mode, but here it is just straight up red, and I backed up quite a ways just so you could see, you know, how potent the thing actually is. People have different uses for red light, but beacon is what comes to mind to me initially. So, a pretty versatile flashlight. And again, it's just small, and the options of how it's set up is what really makes it, well, fun and pretty neat. And I will say, with the experience I've had with it, the last 4 or 5 days of usage, it's not a replacement for the original Oclip. It is its own standalone light. And why I say that is I really do like the size of the original, because it disappears in your pocket. I clip it onto my bag, fits perfectly. And again, if you wanted to put it on your keys, well, it's actually shorter than most keychain flashlights. So honestly, it's two different lights to me. This is really different. It just feels different. It obviously operates different, but my usage of it felt that way. So as of right now, at this moment of launch, it came out in 4 colorways. I was fortunate enough to get the orange, which I really like. There's a link down below in my information. Goes right to the Olight store, so you can check this out and any other new products that may be there. If you use my link, it helps what I do. I appreciate that. Either way, I just like talking about flashlights and sharing and showing with people. It's always fun. I love Olight. This stuff's great. And maybe it will help you make a decision whether you want it or not. Either way, you get to see what it's about, and that's fun. All right. Again, thanks for watching. See you next time.